Welcome everyone. My name is Eranda. I'm a sessional lecturer at Central Queensland University. The topic for today is project managers as thought leaders and how to cultivate such qualities and skills in the classroom. Now, thought leadership is a buzzword in the corporate world. You may have heard that many a times. Now, we live in a noisy and hyper competitive world, so it's hard for your audience to hear your voice. So in the next 10 minutes, let me take you through a journey of understanding what is thought leadership and how it matters in project management. Let's look at projects and project managers' roles to start with. Then I go into what is thought leadership, benefits of thought leadership in project management, how to cultivate thought leadership, and then what can we do in the classroom as a platform in becoming a thought leader. In summary, then we look at the changing dynamics in the project management. Now, project, to put it simply, is a temporary endeavor in order to create a product, service, or a result, or in other words, to create value for the organization, for the industry, for a country, or globally. Now, project manager's role, if you look at, it has two objectives. One is to deliver value and benefits to the organization and then to its end customers. Then a project manager is supposed to develop a project management plan that people agree and believe that it is realistic. Then he's supposed to manage the volatile environment, both the micro and the macro environment, the broader macro and the micro environment that he deals with day in and day out. Then how does he going to manage the growing power of stakeholders? Let me take the metaphor of dance and the balcony. So project manager's daily role is like a dancer. He deals with both internal stakeholders and the external stakeholders. Then he's supposed to make sure the balcony, the stakeholders is watching you to keep them happy. Going into knowledge, skills, and attitudes the project manager needs to have, we obviously know the management skills he needs to be equipped with, but most importantly, the leadership competencies, to name some of the few: motivation, enthusiasm, tenacity, integrity, and last but not least, communication. In my next slide, I take you through both the organizational elements or project management elements and the wider environmental elements in relating to projects. Here you have inputs. You can use the acronym 5Ms, where you have men, money, machinery, materials, and methods. When they are managed well, they goes in as inputs, and through a process of diverse activities and numerous processes, you get the outputs, the resources that are generated that leads towards the smart objectives. When the outputs are used by the beneficiaries, it generates outcomes that lead towards a purpose, and ultimately the all direct towards the broader goal to create an impact either to the organization or the enterprise, to the industry, or to the wider country or globally, that direct towards the vision. Now, what is thought leadership? Thought leader is an individual or an organization based on their expertise and perspective in an industry, offers unique guidance, inspires innovation, and influence others. Some of the favorite words that goes with this is discover using insights. Now, thought leaders are authentic and they have a vision. They are influential and capable of inspiring others to follow and lead. Now, they are not afraid to go against the status quo and they embrace change. One of the favorite quotes that comes to my mind is by Jake Dunlop. Now, he's the CEO of Scaled, the founding one, said that leaders draw on the past, analyze the present, and illuminates the future to create a comprehensive, a unique view of their area of expertise. Now, on the other hand, thought leaders as organizations, take companies like McKinsey or Deloitte, firms that survive by giving advice. Being recognized as a thought leader is essential for their survival and to make money for them. Now, what's the benefit of thought leadership in project management? The key would be to build trust. It helps gain credibility and visibility. one of the core features that sometimes we are missing in the business world. It helps to build a strong reputation and a personal brand that helps you stand out among the competition. How would you interact and win with the diverse stakeholder groups? What I call a stakeholder matrix, to name some of the few: project sponsors, clients, project staff, beneficiaries, and customers. And then the key would be the ability of thought leadership to motivate your team, who's the reason behind the success of a project, to inspire creativity. And then one of the core components of a successful project or organization would be how satisfied are your employees are. To create a happy workforce, how much thought leadership, the role it can play. To create a value proposition, and the amount of help it can give for the project manager to make expert judgment in making decisions day in and day out. Now the key question is, how do we calculate thought leadership? One of the key things that keep them separate from the competition or keeping them above others would be their subject matter knowledge, what we call a subject matter experts in their niche area selected. They have their own personal brand, they have a clear online reputation, an authentic one, and a social media presence. They are highly observant, they are willing to learn and get ideas and generate knowledge from diverse sources. So they build up credibility. That credibility is not just the subject matter, but also soft skills like humility, honesty, and appreciation of the human aspects of leading people. Now, can you create this overnight? A tough call. Experience takes time. Patience is a virtue. Putting a lot of hard work and willingness to listen to others and learn would be the core in cultivating thought leadership. Now the question comes to your mind as students would be, how do we use this in the classroom as a platform to become a thought leader? There's a saying that says, jack of all trades, master of none. You need to identify the area that you want to focus on. If you're good with numbers, you may find an area within project managers, things like risk in project management. If you're a people person, if you love to know each other, good in making friends, good in networking, you may go into relationship side of project management, getting close to customers, building relationship with other stakeholders, public relations. Ability to listen to others, listen to the experts, your mentors, your coaches would play a big role. And then your willingness and your attitude to continue education beyond the walls of the university would be a core. That helps you to understand real world problems and find real world solutions. Your education goes beyond the classroom. Your ability to be part of university events, forums, any opportunity to mingle, get to know others, people better than you, people who respect and value knowledge, will be a key thing in this sense. And then your willingness to talk about your passions and big ideas with them. Knowledge sharing would play a big role. And then whenever you get an opportunity to attend the networking events, an opportunity to speak in front of an audience, to speak out, communicate what you believe in, have an open mind to be challenged, all set you in the right direction towards becoming a thought leader. And last but not least, get yourself published as much as possible. It can even be a website, can be on YouTube, it can even be your own blog to start with. Every little helps in this long journey. To summarize, a thought leader is actually looking at an elusive goal that many business leaders and executives strive for. But the keys would be right tactics, dedication, patience, and education. In a highly changing dynamics in the marketplace, for you to keep abreast with the changes, you need to understand one thing, and that is thought leadership is a continuing process and never a destination. So let me sum up my short presentation where Patrick Lencioni talk about dysfunctions of a team in his book, Five Dysfunctions of a Team, where he identifies 5 team dynamic issues that have led a lot of project teams to fail. Firstly, absence of trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, inattention to details, and results. Don't you think thought leadership would be the ideal remedy in countering those team dysfunctional reasons? Something for you to think about. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me on the topic that we discussed today, project managers and thought leadership. Thank you.